Absolutely delighted to have on the podcast today Olivia Laura Turner, and she is a tall girl style influencer over on Instagram. She's got 203,000 followers, 203k followers. It's amazing. And I just really wanted to have someone on that's going to give us a bit of tall girl style advice. So welcome, Olivia. Thanks for coming on to the Style Stories podcast.
Oh, thanks for having me.
I'm very excited to get into our chat because I know so many people, so many listeners, they email me and they struggle finding the right clothes for their style. And if you check out Olivia's Instagram, the outfits on there are absolutely beautiful. And we're going to talk a bit more in detail about her style and her kind of aesthetic as well on the podcast. So I've created these questions that I ask each guest that comes on the podcast. So I'm going to start off with, your background story, really. How did you get to where you are on Instagram, sharing outfits as an influencer? What led you to do that?
Do you know what? I've been doing it and I can't even remember the year that I started doing it. So I did art in college and it's well over 10 years ago. And I just thought, you know what? I'm in college now. I'm going to start taking photos of what I'm wearing every day. And it just kind of went from there, really. Like I said, it was a long time ago. So back in the day, you'd really get a lot of brands just sending you loads and loads of stuff. And when you're kind of just getting into it, or when you're a bit younger, I was like, oh my God, all these brands are sending me all these things. How exciting. And yeah, if I look back now, it's, probably not things that I would wear now, but it's definitely, I've grown with it. But yeah, that's where it started. It was, I really wish I knew the year. I want to say maybe 2012, 2013. So I've been on Instagram for a long time, but I've only really started to take it seriously in the last maybe 4 years.
Yeah.
And that's kind of when I started to really grow. So
And do you just work with specific, brands now that you would wear? So you just work that
exactly.
way?
Yeah, I'm very I want to stay true to me and my brand. So I'm kind of very picky with the brands that I work with, and it's always got to be something that I really love, basically.
Yeah, exactly. So it feels a lot more authentic then, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah,
Um, so obviously you're tall, so you're 5'11".
yes.
So I am going to get into that. So have you sort of always struggled to find clothes? Do you think that's part of the reason you went into being an influencer?
I've definitely always struggled. It's definitely getting better,
Mm.
but yeah, I think it's funny because when I started college, all my friends before college were all very small, very short. And when I went to college, my three best friends in college were all the same height as me. And I was kind of like, oh my God, I found my people.
Yeah.
And we're still really good friends now. It's so nice. But yeah, so that kind of made me maybe a little bit more confident. I was hanging around with people that were all similar height to me, and we were all sharing kind of style tips and stuff. So yeah, I do think that was a bit of a starting point to my Instagram, really. And back in the day as well, I had a blog. So I'd go and write
Oh,
there. So yeah,
wow.
I kind of, sorry, my dog's barking in the background.
My
Um,
cat will probably break in a
oh,
minute.
yeah, I kind of gave up my blog a couple of years ago because I feel like I was just using it for the sake of using it, and I thought I'll give all my attention to Instagram. So yeah, that's kind of fallen beside the
It,
wayside.
I mean, it takes a lot. That's the thing. It takes a lot of work and energy, doesn't it, to
Yeah,
really make it work.
yeah.
But I think the feed is absolutely beautiful. The outfits are amazing. I
Oh,
mean, I was so thinking about height. So apparently, the average height in the UK is 5'4"
yeah,
for women, but if you were in Scandinavia, you'd be just normal height,
yeah,
wouldn't
yeah.
you? Or in Holland, like the Dutch are really tall.
I know, I know. It's fantastic, and I love when I see really tall girls out, and they just, you can just tell that they're confident, and because obviously that's a big thing. When I was younger, I was quite self-conscious about it, whereas now I'm in my 30s. I'm just kind of like, yes, I love it.
It's
Um,
yeah.
so yeah, it's definitely nice when you come across other tall people, but yeah, maybe I do need to go to a
Go on
few.
holiday to
Yeah,
Holland. That's my advice.
yeah, definitely.
um, so, was there a pivotal? I ask everyone this because I had a pivotal style moment when I was about 16. I grew up in Essex, and I everyone was in like little heels and little dresses, and I was like, oh, I'm not really feeling this, but I don't know. I don't know what it is. And I walked past this shop, and I saw a pair of Dr. Martin Chelsea boots. And I was like, yes. And I just put them on with some baggy trousers. I was like, right, I've found myself. This is my pivotal style moment.
Yeah,
I'm casual. I'm not a real sort of dress up girly girl at all. And that was real. It was just a moment for me that I'll never forget. So I just wondered if there was a moment or a pivotal style moment in your life when you kind of realize what your aesthetic is, how you like to dress.
do you know what? I think one of my kind of pivotal moments really was turning 30. Um, I don't know what happened. I feel like as soon as I turned 30, I thought, I'm going to stop overthinking. I'm going to stop caring about what other people think. Because I was always a bit like, oh, I'd really like to wear that, but oh, I don't know if I feel confident wearing it. So, yeah, I think coming into my 30s, that's when I really just thought, screw it, I'm going to wear exactly what I want to wear. Um,
Yeah.
I think, and yeah, I'm going to be 32 this year. So in the last kind of 2 years, really, that's been my big, really starting to feel comfortable in what I'm wearing. So,
Well, it is a moment in itself, turning 30. It's actually, it feels like a very big milestone in
yeah,
life.
yeah, definitely.
I mean, you're still incredibly young,
Yeah,
but it does, you sort of feel more like a grown up, don't you? I guess
yeah,
30.
exactly. I honestly, I can't really explain it. And I always say to my friends that haven't turned 30 yet that are kind of worried about it. I'm like, well, my best years have been since then. And I don't know. I just feel really, yeah, I don't know. I guess the word is just confident. Just since then, I felt really confident. And yeah, I don't really care so much anymore.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, I think your 30s are probably potentially your best decade.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting that vibe and the from what I've experienced from it so far.
Yeah, exactly. It is definitely nothing to worry about. Anyone that's listening who luckily hasn't turned 30 yet, honestly, it does, it sort of gets better. It
Yeah.
does. So, yes.
Yeah.
So do you have any style icons? And if you do, why? Why do you like their style? What is it that you like about them?
So there is a girl that I follow on Instagram, and I hope I'm pronouncing her name correctly. So it's Mary Weisenhunt Mettenberger. Uh,
Oh,
so she is American, and I just love. She kind of does like a very unique, grungy take on kind of a girly style. And she does amazing kind of DIY things. So I was obsessed with the jacket that she was wearing the other day, and I went to have a look where it was from, and it was just a normal jacket, and she'd sewn all these patches onto it, and oh, I just love her style so much. I just think she's really got her style down to a T.
and unique. So what's her name? Mary
So it's Mary Weisenhunt Mettenberger. I think,
Weisenhunt
yeah, it's like
Mettenberger.
a double-barreled surname. I think that's how to pronounce it. So she's definitely one of my favourites at the moment.
Yeah. And who else? Is there anyone else that you would recommend following on Instagram?
Who else? So I do. I'm always trying to find tall influencers, but
Yeah.
um, you don't come across many. I know there are a few. There's the Worth twins. Again, they're American. Um, I got an amazing tall jean hack from them. I think they're like 6'2". I think they're
Oh,
just
wow.
beautiful. And then I really love Georgia White hairstyle. Again, she's kind of very casual, bit of a unique twist on her outfits. So yeah, she's another one of my
And
favorites.
then, yeah, another one. Is there anyone famous that you follow? You know, not an influencer, as in like someone like an actress or something.
I do obviously Hailey Bieber, just incredible style. Who else?
She's so cool. I mean, she's like, How would you describe her style? It's quite street, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
quite.
yeah, definitely. Which is kind of, I've again, it was something that I always thought I can't pull that off. I'm a bit scared to do that. Whereas now, I would definitely go more into that kind of style because, again, I just don't really care what other people think, and if they think it doesn't suit me, if I like it, I'm going to wear it.
Yeah, I think what I love about her is, and the brand that she's got as well is incredible. Road. I mean, that's just they're doing such amazing things on Instagram. The marketing. If anyone is listening is interested in marketing, Road are genius at marketing. It's incredible. But she really looks at silhouettes. So she'll wear like a really fitted tank top, super wide jeans, and then she'll have this bomber jacket kind of hanging off.
Exactly, and that's something that I very much incorporated into my wardrobe. I feel like the combination of really oversized jackets and trousers with more fitted tops or vice versa, I just think it works so well. For me personally, for my style and my body shape, I think it's really important to always dress to your body shape as well. Um,
Yeah, that's a good point.
yeah,
Yeah, body shapes. I mean, personal style is the most important element. But yeah, dressing to flatter your figure as well. So I love as well, really like fitted, like jumper dress. And I think I've seen a few of those on your feed. You've got like a
yeah,
nice sort of brown one. That with a big baggy bomber jacket or a big oversized blazer and boots is such a nice aesthetic, isn't it? I love
yeah,
that.
definitely.
Um, where is that brown dress from? I have to ask about the brown dress. Check out the brown dress, everyone.
So is it the long sleeve?
It's like long sleeve fitting. You were on a brown chair as well, so you were blending in with the brown. Um,
You know what? It's really funny because a lot of people love that photo, and it was kind of one that I asked my husband to take, and he did the usual, like, gave no effort whatsoever, and I wasn't even going to post it. But I've had actually lots of comments on that one. But it's from a brand on Instagram called Anne Louise Boutique, and if you're looking for dresses, oh, they do the most beautiful dresses, so definitely check them out.
I must put a link in the show notes about that recommendation. So, Annalise Boutique.
Anne
Okay,
Louise Boutique on Instagram.
Anna Louise.
Yeah, I
Anna
think
Louise
it's Anne.
Boutique.
I think it's just Anne Louise, A
Okay, got it. I'll
Louise.
get there in the end.
The amount of times I've tried to look for it in Anna, but yeah, it's Anne Louise.
Anne Louise Boutique, right? So that's a really good tip. So, what I was going to ask next, because this is really what I want to get into, is shopping tips for people who are tall. So, I mean, I'm 5'7", so I'm not very tall, but I'm tall. I'm honestly taller than most people I know at my height. So, it's sort of really going beyond that. So,
Yeah.
I know Topshop used to always do
Oh,
for jeans. They used to do like tall, and you've got like Bowden that do 3 different lengths, and you've got
yeah.
some brands that will do tall. So where would you recommend, and where do you shop specifically for your taste and your body shape?
So in terms of tall friendly, my go-to is ASOS, just because they do tend to have lots of different styles. I think a couple of years ago, we always struggled with tall, kind of wide leg trousers. We'd get lots of tall black work kind of trousers or tall leggings or tall skinny jeans. That's something that I've always been able to find quite easily. But I've always wanted, especially now we're moving a lot more to the baggy style trouser, I've always struggled to find tall, wide leg. Um, but ASOS have been really kind of up in their game with their tall trousers.
Yeah.
So definitely ASOS. And their jeans also, I think they're tall, some of their tall trousers as well come in up to a 38 leg, which is really great because I've had lots of 36 leg trousers that are still way too short for me. So I always try and go for a 38 leg if I can find that on ASOS.
Right.
Again, Abercrombie, they've been really good. They do an extra long. So that's another one. And one of my things, again, like I mentioned with the Worth twins and their jean hack. So they bought a pair of jeans that had quite a big turn up and they unpicked the hem and they are just the best jeans. If you've probably seen them all over my feed, I think I wear them most days. And just being able to unpick that that cuffed hem made
Right.
them perfect length. So that's something that I'm really on the lookout for at the moment. Anything with a cuffed hem that I can unpick and make them extra long.
Oh yeah, now that's a good. What was the
Yeah.
track? So these are jeans. So what sort of cut jeans do you like? Just because so many people struggle with jeans.
Yeah. So for me personally, I like a slightly more baggy fit with my jeans. Like you said with the Hailey Bieber style, I much prefer kind of like a tighter top and baggy jeans. So I'll go for at least a straight leg or a baggy, or ASOS call them dad jeans. So
Mm.
that's kind of the style that I go for. I just think for me personally, that's what looks the best on my figure. So
And
I'll
suits
always go.
your sort of
Yeah,
personal style as well. Because skinny jeans are out in the fashion wilderness at the moment.
I know. And do you know what? Until a year ago, I really was a diehard skinny jeans fan, and I'm not ruling them out. I think, with a boots, I still like them with, yeah, definitely like a long boot. And I still, we still wear leggings, which are the exact same silhouette as skinny jeans. So I don't know why people are saying that they're out, but I don't know. I just also find wide leg jeans a lot more flattering on me now. So yeah, don't listen. If you want to wear your skinny jeans, definitely still wear your skinny jeans. But me personally, the jeans that I've been buying, like,
They're coming back, skinny
wear
jeans. But
them
I mean,
just
I
to
love
make,
a skinny jean. Yeah,
yeah,
just if you like them, still wear them.
exactly. And when you're tall as well, beggars can't be choosers. If you find your tall, because there's so little choice. If you find your jeans that you love, wear them.
Yeah, so some great jeans tips there. What about like if you want a maxi dress? You want a long, it's
Yeah,
not
that's
long.
that's definitely something that I struggle with. Dresses are the hardest thing that I find as a tall person, especially shorter dresses. I mean, I ordered a dress from Zara the other day. It couldn't even be classed as a dress. It was shocking. It didn't even cover anything. So yeah, that's
And that
definitely.
was meant to be like a mini dress.
Yes. Honestly, it was like a t-shirt. I know Zara, everyone says Zara is made for, really kind of petite Spanish ladies. So that is something that I do avoid most things in Zara for that reason. Um, I really struggle with their lengths. But yeah, maxi dresses is very difficult. Again, ASOS. I did get a Skims dress. That was actually really long. I was very pleasantly surprised with that. So that's a good option. But again, that's just a very kind of form fitting style. Yeah, maxi dresses are a difficult one.
Oh,
Dress.
tricky. Do
Yeah.
Topshop still do their tool range? Because they're on ASOS, aren't they?
They are, yeah. So Topshop they don't have as much as they used to when they were kind of online and in stores on their own. But yeah, they do have some. I can't remember if I've ordered a Topshop dress in a while. I don't think I have.
Because that was a sad day when that Oxford Circus store
Oh, I
closed
know.
down.
I know. It really is such a shame. And they do still do quite a few tall jeans, and their range has definitely improved since they first came onto ASOS. But I'm trying to think if I've had any Topshop tall jeans lately. I don't think I have.
So yeah, I
Um,
wonder if they do the maxi dresses. But I mean, I find because I work with people of different heights, body shapes, all that kind of stuff, and I've been styling real people for 15 years now. So it's sort of you work out where the brands are, and the Dutch I've already mentioned the Scandinavian, Danish, Dutch, all those brands and Scandi girls, really are very stylish as well.
yeah,
They cater for tall people. So, if there's something special like for an event, there are a few boutiques that do the brands like Stina Goer.
yeah,
I'm trying to think. Baum and Furt Garden is another one, and they're sort of a higher price point. But if you've got like a wedding or something like that, I think
yeah. It's worth
go
it.
for the Scandi brands. Sometimes they're really beautiful choices and really cool as well.
Yeah,
And lots of boutiques do those.
there's a store near me that sells a lot of those brands. So, like you said, for an event, it's nice to pop there and
Yeah.
especially if you're going to get your wear out of it, it's definitely worth it. I bought a dress from a brand called Astor Resort. I think they're Australian, and it was kind of like a maxi knitted dress, and I actually ended up, I didn't realise that I had to pay import fees, so that added quite a bit to the dress. So I thought, oh my
Oh
God, I really
no.
hope this fits me. And God, it is the longest dress I've ever owned. And I bought the yellow one originally, and then I ended up buying the black one. But even when I'm wearing heels, there's about that much left. It's fantastic, and I'm
Perfect.
yeah. So that was a good one. Yeah, like I said, that was an Australian brand. So yeah, maybe I need
Oh,
to think outside the
interesting.
box with a few different brands.
Yeah, I mean, I do find Zara's trousers long though. Like a lot of the time, their trousers are long, but it's just like the little dresses that they do.
Yeah.
Obviously, like you say, that's just no good.
See, it's funny because a lot of people do say to me that they find Zara trousers too long, but
Yeah,
for me, I've just never found. Maybe I'm just, maybe I've been unlucky with the styles that I've.
maybe it's an urban myth. Maybe it's just not
Yeah,
true.
maybe.
That
Although
could be it, definitely.
I did have a pair of
So,
Zara.
okay, so the next question I was going to ask you as well was, oh, sorry, you were cutting
No,
out then. You were cutting out, Olivia. Sorry, it froze.
it's
I was
fine.
talking over you.
It's fine. Go on.
Apologies. I was going to ask you next, have you got a most worn, loved item in your wardrobe that you are wearing on repeat right now? So, have you got a most loved, worn outfit or piece in your wardrobe that you're wearing on repeat right now?
Ooh, other than my Abercrombie jeans that I mentioned, I think they are actually in danger of falling apart the amount of times that I'm wearing them. Um, I did buy a maxi skirt from Rat and Boa, and it's a leopard print maxi skirt.
Lovely. I saw that. Yeah.
So I think I do think it's really versatile as well. So, I've worn it with long jumpers, I've worn it with a blazer for a night out. I think even as a beach dress a beach skirt on holiday with a bikini. So yeah, I think that's one that I'm going to be really getting my wear out of.
I noticed as well you've got a lovely rat and boa sort of striped dress
Yeah.
that's because I love these. I wear slip skirts and slip dresses all the time. That's probably the most worn piece other than jeans
Yeah,
in my wardrobe because they're so versatile.
exactly. Yeah, I have worn that dress a lot as well. I think even was it last year? I even took the top down and wore it as a skirt,
Yeah.
and then just put a different, just tied it a little bit at the side. So things like that are really versatile, and you can layer them. You can, like I said, you can wear them on the beach and stuff. So yeah, things like that. I agree. They're
It's
definitely
well worth buying. I mean, I really like a silk slip dress, so I like mixing up sort of textures. So I love silk with leather. So I'll do a silk slip dress, with a leather jacket. The
yeah,
opposites, I always make an interesting outfit, and then some chunky boots. I'm
yeah,
like happy.
definitely. I
I,
love that
I
idea.
can't be without my slip dresses and slip skirts, definitely. Okay, so this is the final bit, the big finale question that on the podcast I talk loads about finding your personal style. The point of the podcast is to help people to get different perspective on their wardrobe and really sort of drill down on your personal style. Now, your personal style will evolve as you evolve and you change throughout life as you hit different milestones, your lifestyle changes, obviously all those things. And it's important to dress for your lifestyle as well. If you're a mum on the run or whatever, you're not going to be running around in Louboutins. It's kind of, you've just got to dress for your lifestyle and
Yeah,
be realistic. But we've all got an inherent style, and a really good way to get to what that is to think of words to describe how you love to dress. So mine is relaxed, natural, sort of relaxed, feminine with edge. There'd be my three core words. It
okay.
changes sometimes because I love the 70s. So I love flares. I love suede jackets. I love fringing, that kind of thing. So sometimes I'll add the word 70s in so I
Yeah,
get my outfits right. So I
okay.
just wanted to ask you, Olivia, what your three words would be. How would you describe your style, vibe, and your look using three words?
Do you know what? You've kind of given me some inspiration there because I'm I like the with an edge because I'm always I really like to accessorize. Like I love lots of chunky jewelry, lots of rings. I usually have quite a lot of necklaces on and things like that. So I've always thought of it kind of feminine with a bit of grunge, maybe, but I think with an edge is maybe a better way to describe it. Um, but yeah, I'd say casual, oversized, and yeah, I might steal yours there. I might do with an edge.
Edge.
I really
I,
like that.
I quite like grunge though, because it's the same thing. It's just a different way of describing it, I think.
Yeah, that's it. I think, I wouldn't, wouldn't call myself grungy, but especially if I'm wearing kind of dresses and slightly more girly things, I'm just not a very girly person. So I like to, like you said, throw a leather jacket on or just make it a little bit more edgy. So yeah, I'm gonna go with an edge.
Excellent. I think you look, it's quite polished as well, your look. It's very, sleek and sort of polished as well with the hair and the nails and all of that. So, if you want to finish off your outfits, it's to pay attention to those things as well, isn't it? Like you say, jewellery and
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, just adding something that wouldn't necessarily kind of go with the outfit. And I'm always very much a last minute dresser. If I'm going anywhere, I leave it right to the last minute because I feel like I just I feel like if I think too much about an outfit, it won't work. Whereas if I just go and try it all on and it kind of just looks better. So I'm definitely very last minute with my styling as well.
well, it sounds like you're intuitive. I'm exactly the same because I saw a stylist on Instagram the other day saying this is, you should lay out your outfit the night before. I'd never do that because I don't know how I'm going to feel the
Exactly.
next day. I might be in a dress mood. It really does depend. I look out the window, is it raining? I can't wear my flares because it's raining. It's sort of, it's kind of that as well, but it's definitely a feeling.
Yeah. No.
Intuitive, and that's really, it's coming from inside. So it's also, it's helpful as well to know what you're not drawn to with your 3 words too. So you've shared your 3 words, but one of your 3 words wouldn't be girly, so it's actually just as helpful
Yeah.
to know what you're not as well. So it's such a useful way. Like if you look at an
Oh,
outfit
sorry,
when
it's
you're
frozen again.
going out, and you can just say to yourself, does this fit my 3 words? Done. Lovely. Can you hear me? Because
Yeah.
it's cutting out. Yeah,
Exactly.
I'm back. I'm back. We've had a few
Yeah,
technical
sorry, it did
issues.
just cut out a bit
That's been so
there.
interesting. Thank you so much for coming onto the podcast. It's
Oh,
been amazing. Really helpful. Great tips on jeans and brands. Please check out Olivia Laura Turner on Instagram for some really good style inspiration. Thank you, Olivia, for joining me
thank you so
today.
much for having me.